What's going on, guys? So we're back with a new video, and in today's one, DayZ 1.11 has just released into stable update, and we're going to go through and show you all the stuff that has been changed. Now, instead of reading through the patch notes like we usually do, in this one I'm actually going to show you showcase some of the stuff that they have changed and added, and then I'm just going to go through the interesting stuff because most of the stuff changed in the patch notes you've seen in the experimental ones, so no point going through them for the second time again. So let's get into it. So in DayZ 1.11, the main focus was fixing on bug issues, stability, and just improving the game in general. So that's what they've done more than adding features, and they have fixed quite a few things. One of the things they had looked into is how infected collide with players during melee fights and adjusted it so the infected no longer can go inside the player's character. They've also fixed getting out of cars. If you remember before, getting out of cars on many servers, you would end up getting out of the car and you would land on the roof of the car instead of on the ground next to it. This has now been fixed where you will actually spawn, when you get out of the car, you will spawn on the ground and not on the roof of the car, which is a great win. It shows that they are working on vehicle stabilization, and over the coming updates now you're going to see that vehicles will become more and more stable as they continue to improve on it. They've also fixed an issue with sea fishing where it become interrupted at times. Now it won't be anymore. They've also improved the horticulture in the number of areas, including removing garden plots with shovel and infestation of plants. They've done a load of tweaks to damage triggers used on barbed wire and fireplaces. A player will no longer receive damage when moving out of the area. They have disabled its dismantling action on any fence or watchtower from the outside. Maximum heat range for the fireplace is also adjusted. Now gives a constant maximum heat bonus within slightly larger radius, which lowers players' chance of burning their feet during warm-up sessions. But before, there was a glitch on like the mask and stuff where you'd walk up to a fire and if you got too close to it you'd burn yourself, and if you walked away you'd still burn yourself and you'd keep burning yourself until you die. It was very, very weird, so hopefully this is to combat that issue as well. They also tried to do some more work with the infamous hand slot desynchronization. Sometimes you'd put something into your hands and it wouldn't be there and your character would just kind of bug and you'd have to relog all the time. They haven't claimed full victory to it yet, but they have improved it more as well. It still remains one of their top priorities and they're still going to be working on it in the continued updates as we go along. There's also been a lot of support with the modding community as well. They've done a massive improvements to the engine on the scripting side of things, which now allows the game servers to load more mods than ever before. They also done a huge economy change to the Livonia and Chernobyl maps. What they have done is, with the economy change on the maps, there used to be a ton of just magazines lying around the place for guns that sometimes you didn't even find, and just guns that were just extremely rare and such. So what they've done, if they've completely tweaked it, so hopefully not as many of those magazines will spawn now, and hopefully it'll give us a better chance at finding more loot, but again we'll have to wait and see. And as well, of course, they have also added the S-Eval to the game, which also only spawns at heli crashes around the world and takes 9x39 and 9x39 armor piercing rounds. When that gun is found, it is going to be one of the best assault rifles out there, so keep that in mind. So if you do find one, keep it on you. They've also done some work with the signal pistol as well, as now flares will drop slower when they've been fired into the sky. And another thing that they've also done is wiped all official servers, which means everybody gets a fresh start. This helps with the new economy changes and just changes everywhere as well, and it now also gives them a good chance to monitor how the new update's actually working and all that stuff as well. So it's really good, and hopefully it's more chance of console players finding food on the coast, guns up north, you know, all that good stuff. They've added one or two other cool things as well to the game. They've added another thing now. When you actually start a car, your battery will slowly deplete over time. So after a number of starts, your battery will actually run out in your car. But don't fear, because now the battery chargers for car batteries, truck batteries, that has been in the game forever, now actually works, and you can recharge those batteries if you have it all set up properly, which is pretty good. They've also reduced the weight of the battery charger now as well, so it's not a heavy item anymore. It's a lot more light to carry around. It shouldn't affect stamina as much. So a lot of cool stuff has been added and changed to the game. They've also tweaked the M4 a bit as well and everything like that. Again, I will link the patch notes in the description down below, so if you want to read them all yourself, you can. Again, I'm not going to go through them, as they are pretty much the same as we read out in the experimental update video, with some new things added here and there, but the main stuff is there. It's really cool to see what they have done, and I'm excited to try it out. I'll be live later on this evening. I'm not sure what time exactly, so just subscribe and hit the notification bell button and you should be notified when I go live. But I will be live on the vanilla servers today with a fresh start, and yeah, trying out and seeing what the new changes are like. So it should be fun, and really looking forward to it, and hopefully it will be pretty cool. And yeah, I hope to see you all there. So let me know what you thought about this update in the comment section down below. Love to hear your opinions. And until then, I should catch you guys in the next one. So peace out for now.